This is Mark Yates, the pre-Scunthorpe at home. Mark, is this one of those Monday mornings where it's good to have a game on the Tuesday?
Yeah, it certainly is, and we are really looking forward to Scunthorpe at home now. It's probably the ideal game, to be fair. No one gives us a chance. They're on a great unbeaten run. Russ hasn't lost there, I don't think, since he's gone there as manager in the league, so the odds are against us. But I'm greatly encouraged by the performance on Saturday. We need to sort out the goals that we've conceded for sure, but some of the stuff that we played was decent. How we've not got anything from the game, well, remains to be seen. But we just got to. No one gives us a chance. This is the game we need.
And have you worked out sort of anything more from watching the DVD that you didn't know at 5:20 on Saturday?
Defensively, the goals that we conceded were all poor, and not just, I said on Saturday, and I'll say it now, not just the defenders. There's times everyone could have done something better about giving the goals away. We looked for 70 minutes. We looked a really good side. We looked full of confidence, strong, played some good football, and to lose that game in the manner that we did, one conceding the quick goals and then getting back in it, and then two losing a last kick of the game goal is poor on our part, and we've all got to do that little bit more now.
Is there something in football this season, or sort of a modern trend? Do you feel that there are more clutches of goals in games? Because teams, when they score, they seem to go for the jugular.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's a strange one. We've been scoring ones and then we get 3 in a game, but we can unfortunately concede 4 when we've been pretty tight. We have to wipe that from our minds. We have to learn very, very quickly from it, and we will touch on it today after training. But we've got a tough game tomorrow, and we can go and put a few smiles on people's faces if we perform like we did for the majority of the game at Wimbledon.
Obviously Scunthorpe unbeaten in 10, but they do draw a lot. Does that just say how hard to break down they are?
Yeah, it's testament that that they're a really good side. They're unbeaten in so many games, but they're still not top of the league. And it just shows how tight the league is. Credit to them for not only being beaten 4 times all season. We've got to try and make that 5.
Has Russ Wilcox changed much from how Brian Laws was running the side?
I don't really know. They've got some good players for sure, but they've got a work ethic that's been getting them results, and some quality and strikers that can score goals. They're a good side. They've got some good players. But we've got to show now between now and the end of the season that we've got some good players. We can play well as a team for 95, 96 minutes when we need to, and start picking up some points.
I suppose it's just that thing of the whole match rather than most of it, isn't it? That's probably the key now.
Yeah, it is. Saturday probably sums up our season. Too many times that we've let leads slip and not picked up points, not enough points from winning positions, which you all want to be in. You want to be winning 1-0 and 2-0, and you want to see games out. And we haven't done that well enough this year for sure. But we have a chance in the next 8 games to try and rectify that, try and get 1 and 2-0 up, and make sure we win the game.
David Noble's first start after that injury spell on Saturday.
Yeah.
Is he good to go again
He's
on Tuesday?
stiff and tired and a little achy, but I'm hoping that he'll be all right. Yeah.
And obviously, just good to have him back.
It was great to have him. It was great to have him back. I thought he was a catalyst beyond what we were trying to do. You could see that we had that pass in us, and we were a threat. I thought Jermaine and Byron were outstanding up top. We'll just have a look at 1 or 2. We've got 1 or 2 bumps and bruises, and if we'd have won that game, I think that we wouldn't quite have had so many. But in the manner of it, I think 1 or 2 are feeling a little bit down, and things are hurting a little bit more than they maybe should be. But it's not a time for that, and the players will hear from me this morning. We need to roll up our sleeves. We need to be tougher with each other, tougher with ourselves, and get out there and make sure that we give Scunthorpe a right good game tomorrow night.
Thank you, good luck.
Mark, anyone who's there will say that you play some decent stuff, but is it almost more worrying when you play probably as well as you have done for a while and still don't get anything out of the game?
More worrying? I'm not greatly worried by it, John. I'm just disappointed by it more than anything else. And you know, if we do change things around tomorrow, it gives other people a chance. But whoever gets that shirt now, it's just got to go out with and play like we did for 70 minutes for the whole 90. You know, the defenders were outstanding for the majority of the game. You know, we've just looked. The shape was good, the covering was good, the talking was good, and then for whatever reason, once one goal goes in, it's going to our shells, and that can't happen. You've got to be men. Defenders, more than anybody else, have got to be men and really organise and do the right thing all the time. And you know, you might get caught out once or twice, but it can't happen, you know, like it did on Saturday, and that's all it was.
Yeah, you said right at the start that nobody will give you much of a chance against Scunthorpe, but over the years, you've done well in those sort of games where everyone seems to bring everyone together a bit. The crowd might be a little bit more up for it because they're up against it.
Well, our own supporters won't expect us to be, you know, beating Scunthorpe, but you know, I think the supporters that were at Wimbledon on Saturday saw a really good display on the whole, and like I said on Saturday, it seems strange that I'm saying that's probably one of our best performances of the season when we've been beaten. If we have to try and outscore teams, then we have to try and do that for a bit. But we've got to realise that we can't concede the goals that we have been conceding in games like that, in clutches.
Yeah, every time Jermaine's played up front, he's caused problems with his speed, and he's always got chances. He's scored a few, but if he, do you think he just needs a little bit more composure with those positions?
I think he definitely did with the first one, the one first half. I don't think he realised how good a position he was in. But listen, we're working on him on stuff like that, and I think he could play up there, no problem at all. You know, Jamie's fresher for not playing. You know, he played 90 minutes in a week. And I thought the tactics that we used, the team that we picked, was spot on for the majority of the game. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything out of it. We're at home now, and you know, we picked a side for Saturday. We're also going to pick a side for tomorrow. So wherever we go with, whoever gets the nod, they've got to give it everything they can, and if we do that, we can give them a game, we can beat them. But you know, it'll take an effort from everybody.
Yeah, Byron didn't score, but he set 2 up, didn't he? Really good performance against his old club.
Yeah, Byron was good, as was Jermaine, as was, like I said before, as was pretty much the whole team. But you know, we've got beat again, so we've got to look at it and see what we've got to do to try and put that right. That's me picking the right team, or the players standing up and doing that little bit more, and we'll do everything we can to make sure that happens.
Cheers, Mark.
Cheers, Mark.